Gives me great pleasure to introduce my dear Shri Mahesh Vinayakramji, who we have only met one time in person a couple of years back in Trichy. But thanks to Facebook and thanks to the modern social media, we have been able to develop a beautiful relationship. He is doing amazing work. And I highly recommend, he puts out a series of videos on social media, you can see them, where along with his son and daughter, they have some amazing ones. The latest one on Konnakol, they have done it just beautiful, breaking down the syllables, breaking down the mathematics, explaining it in layman's terms. Very beautiful work, an excellent YouTube channel that I highly recommend. So that's just one part of it. Shri Mahesh Vinayakramji is illustrious son of the Ghatam legend, Padma Bhushan T.H. Vikku Vinayakramji. And anybody in music would have heard of Vikku Vinayakramji because of his amazing name. He is identified with Ghatam. Ghatam and him are synonymous as far as, you know, anybody who knows about the field knows. And our dear Mahesh Ji is the first Indian male singer to be cast in the theatre Circuit du Soleil. I believe it's a French thing. And he is a UNESCO Millennium Award winner, starting his career as a solo vocalist at the young age of 12, a senior disciple of Srimati Radha Vishwanathan, who is the daughter of Bharat Ratna Srimati M.S. Subbalakshmi herself, continuing one of the most eminent traditions, Parampara, the Bani of Sangeeta Pitamaha Chemmangudi Srinivasa Iyer. He has also studied with eminent gurus like Sri H.Y. Narayanan, Sri O.S. Tyagarajan, Srimati Savitri Satyamurthy, Sri Bhagavatalu Sitarama Sharma, and others. He has not only refined his musical side, but also is a master's degree holder in sociology and secretarieship from Madras University and Annamalai University. But his passion, as you will see, has always been for music. He has performed in all the metro cities, not just in India. I don't know if there are any countries he hasn't performed in till now. And he has done a lot of work with very eminent personalities like our own Ustad Zakir Hussain, Steve Smith, Sandeep Raval, Talvin Singh, you name it, the list keeps on going on and on. And I love, there are some very nice old videos you can watch of him performing with his father and the whole team. It's a beautiful team, they perform, and you go on YouTube and you can see some amazing work that they have done. He has received the National Scholarship from Central Government Cultural Department. And as I said, the UNESCO Award in the Millennium 2000 concert at Indonesia. And is Asthana Vidwan of the Kanchi, Sri Shankara Mutt. And the Maharajapuram Santanam Award. Again, one of the topmost names in South Indian music is Maharajapuram Santanam, who was one of the first rock stars of Carnatic music. And they have a award they give in his name, and so many other awards, including from our great Balamurali Krishna's Vipanchi Trust, the Ganakala Vipanchi, and the Madhura Murali Puraskar. He has innumerable albums, productions, and you just go on YouTube and type Mahesh Vinayakram, and you will be hit with an avalanche of amazing performances. More than anything, when we decided to have this workshop, and we said, okay, there are going to be these theoretical sessions, hand-on sessions. We said, we also want you to experience the pinnacle of the musical experience. And the first person who came to mind was Mahesh Ji. And at that time, I only had his Facebook contact. I sent him a message and said, will you come? And immediately he said, I will come. And he is here with us today. So over to you, Ji. Such a pleasure to have you with us. Welcoming with a big round of applause.
Namaskaram. It's such a blessing to be here in this beautiful place. The music being my medium and also my interesting subject, the music therapy that I'm just entering in. And so thanks to Yogi for getting me here. So I want this to be experiential. And he said the topic is music and spirituality. on this brain and then to the survival, it heats up the body, physical layers. Artistic perspection should be there in the lifestyle so that you can match and you can compete. A related topic, I thought I could show this. You can see that naturally the Kundalini was basic. Like I had scientifically, if I could say that I started from a lower tempo and then I attacked 258 BPM, which is the highest. So, so you see that the naturally the sound was going on, and from each of the sorry. Is it audible now? Okay. So you can see that, so coming back to this zest of what I try to say you is that the right side perspection is more needed now. What the pandemic showed us is the way, like we are limited to the numbers and the digits. The karma and the karmic thing is not only the action and reaction. The attachment what we have is bouncing back, the vasanas. I just need that $10,000 to achieve that. Existence just wanted, like, do you need 10,000? Okay, I grant you that. But you are priceless. I want to give you something, not just more millions, but something which is priceless. So time is so Kala Bhairavar concept is all about like timeless. So the limitations of a single atom, what the physical body is made up of, is the journey of Jivatma to the Paramatma, the power of the micro to the macro. So we're going to balance a little bit now. So now you saw the Shakti energy, which was the melody. Shruti Mata Layapita. Shruti is the melody and the rhythm side is the Shiva Shakti, Shruti Mata Layapita. So I happened to see a very beautiful jam session which was going on. The Shiva power was like really right. Did you see that when you were there? The mind, body, soul naturally aligns. That doesn't happen everywhere. Like, for example, you're doing something for survival. You're sitting somewhere, but you're physically here, but you're traveling somewhere to the, Kumbakonam or Tanjore for the Kutch. It's possible for you to be here and then you dream in Chicago. It's like, oh my God, this jazz concert there. But you're still there in Pondicherry, but you're imagining. So there is a possibility for you to be physically here, but on a psychic level, there is a possibility. That by itself is a gift. That the prana can be there. That by its ul kada ul. What is God? What is godliness? Kada ul kada. Just be there to experience what is. Maharishi says the simple one, Chumaira. Chumaira means just be there to experience. Don't manipulate your thought process. That's just survival. So the pandemic really showed us the way that there is cosmic. So we'll have to definitely accept the limitation and also the understanding that the power beyond the physical body. That's what we are coming here to correlate the subject, to understand and to give you a little light, saying that the music, the therapy comes along with the cosmic energy. So that we can evoke only when you activate the artistic perspective. So when you're more of the, let it be any art form, 64 art forms, let it be drumming, let it be like how you did jamming, that's all should happen. Singing, dancing, doing veena. I heard another artist playing the violin and she was going on like a beautiful tempo, and then the jugalbandi with the sitar, if I was there, right? So you see the zest. So the music should happen. And also the art of learning should be there. Urge, jnana is the only way to attain moksha. So the jnana, the knowledge is the only one. So I'm going to give a little light on laya. Like we had a calmness, we saw the Shakti power of the melody. Let's see the Shiva energy, numbers. As you know that the numbers 1 to 9 are numbers. 0 doesn't have value. 0 has value only after the digits. So out of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
We have 5 patterns of numbers. The first pattern is 3, which is called Tisram. 3 is Tisram. Can you say 3 Tisram? Tisram. 4 Chatusram. Yeah, I want you to say that. 4 Chatusram. 5 Kandam. 7 Misram. 9 Sankirnam. Tisram, Chatusram, Kandam, Misram, Sankirnam. I want the last row to repeat that. Tisram, Chatusram, Kandam, Misram, Sankirnam. This is how we attract the energy collection of energy together. So anyway, so let's see the numbers. Like I'm going to take a BPM. Let's say you can help me to do this BPM. Okay, single clap. You see the beauty of this clapping? Okay, listen to this. There is also a way of clapping. Like there is so much sound you can produce on the clapping. Like we did this sound, it was half note. And there is also possibility like this. Yeah. Do you see the difference? One together. Unity. One. Yeah. Now we're coming together. Okay. Okay. And then like how you did the same one. Can you try this? Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clap and a count and a count and a count. Clap, little finger, next finger. It goes on. So do you see that this is Sushabdam, which is soundful. This is Nishabdam. Sushabdam, Nishabdam, 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 Sushabdam. Yeah. You see the difference? And then there is one more which to go. Clap and a turn, and a clap and a turn. To that? Okay. So this is an 8-beat cycle. It's called Adi Tala. What Tala is that? Adi Tala. Can you raise? Adi Tala. Okay. It's an 8-beat cycle. How much beat is this? Very good. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first 4 is like this. Can you try this? 1, 2. And the second 4 is 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you try the second 4? 5, 6, 7. So let's try all the 8 together. First, let me put, and then you can follow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Try this. 1. Yeah.
Actually,
Just a minute.
huh?
Three.
1. Next is 7. 4 plus 3. 3 plus 4. 4 plus 3. Takita and takademi. Change the battery. Takademi taketa takademi taketa takademi taketa takademi taketa takademi taketa takademi taketa. Check 1. Yeah. You see that the tempo doesn't move. The numbers only moves. Okay. Takademi taketa takademi taketa takademi taketa takademi taketa tintanga 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 takademi taketa tintanga 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 takademi taketa takademi taketa timi taketa taketa takademi 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 dunga tanga tatanga katanga takademi taketa dunga tanga katanga katanga takademi taketa tam takademi taketa takademi taketa tam takademi taketa takademi taketa takademi taketa tam. Next is 8. Takademi takajunu takademi takajunu takademi takajunu takademi tak. One to the boy system. One to the boy. 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 Takademi takajunu takademi takajunu takademi takajunu takajunu takademi junu takademi junu takademi junu takademi junu ta. Maximum number 9, which is 4 plus 5 or 5 plus 4. Tatikata 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 takademi 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 takademi. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 4 together. Takademi 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 tatikata 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 takademi takademi dungata. Katintanga 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 katintanga. Takademi 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 rungatintanga takatintanga din. Tungkatintang tangkatintang 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 takajunu tang takajunu tang takajunu tang tintang 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 takita dikita takita dikita takita takita dikita dum takita 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 takadimbi kadimmi takadimbi kadimmi takita 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 kita tak dum 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 dum. So we talk about the multitasking, like how the augmented reality or the artificial intelligence that one can do. These are all man-made things. So the yogic practice already has multitasking. Like for example, there are 2 strong grammars in India, for the people who don't know, which hails from the northern part is called Hindustani, and where I come from is the Dakshinayana, the southern part. Karnam karneti atakam. That which sounds good to the ears are called Carnatic music. So in this Carnatic science, in this beautiful grammar, it's so beautifully profound grammar that we give importance to the multitasking. So Shruti and the Laya, which goes together. This is the only art form where you can see the singer is trying to sing and he's also maintaining the Tala, which is the Laya. In Hindustani, the singer sings, and then the laya is taken care by the tabla player or a pakhavaj player, or another rhythm is taken care with another one. And the Western singing, another sings, and then one is so. Only in the Southern Indian music, in Carnatic Kacheri, in this tradition, that one can really prove both melody and the rhythm together. So when they sing the art form, they sing the Varisegar, the laya, singing, and on top of that composition, and then it builds up layers together. So that's the beautiful thing about the art form. So I can also give you a basics of that so that you can go with this. Would you like to learn that a little bit? Okay. Ta, di, tum, nam. Okay, let's warm up like how we did this now. Let's do a warm up now. So if I raise my left hand, you say dum together. Okay, one dum together. Okay, if I raise my right, you clap together. One clap together. Okay. If I raise this, dum. So when you say dum, you don't need to clap. And when you clap, you don't need to say dum. Okay? Ready? Takatipi takajunu, takatipi takajunu, takatipi takajunu. Dum tadum kataka dum tadum kataka dum tadum kataka dum dum kadum dum dum kadum dum dum kadum. Maintain that. Dum dum ta dum dum ta dum. Takati pitaka junu, takati pitaka junu, takati pitaka junu, takati pitaka junu. Takati pitaka junu, takati pitaka junu, takati pitaka junu, takati pitaka junu. Takati pitaka junu, takati pitaka junu. Takati pitaka junu, takati pitaka junu. Takati pitaka junu. Takati pitaka junu. Takadimi, 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 dum, drag dum, drag dum, drag dum, we clap for you. So ta, di, tum, nam. So you might think that what is this? This like a gibberish, or what is this cat singing? So this is an art form called konakol. Konakol is a very profound grammar. So when you want to learn Southern Indian music, this is the first grammar you have to attack. So first you learn this konakol, and then you can apply into any kind of instrument. Let's say king of percussion of South India is mridangam. So first you have to learn the mridangam, like Pakavach, two sides. One if you so learn mridangam if you want to learn kanjira, ghatam, or any instrument. First, you'll have to learn this so that you can take this and go on. So, ta, di, tum, nam are the syllables which are called bija. Bija mantras, like the mountains, the big mountains, more than the mountain, the Meru has more power. Like yam, lam, vam, the sounds of the chakras which are produced. So these are the sounds, syllables, ta, di, tum, nam, are derived from the Veda. So, Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam ta. Bhargo Devasya Advaitam Tum Namaha Nam. So these four syllables are the bija mantras. So when you the gibberish, but it just comes back and then comes into the bijam. So when you do this, it gives you a grounding, and naturally it gives you a very beautiful way. When you experience Tati Tumnam with the Tada, it's a very profound grammar of learning mathematics. With the multitasking, like you're putting a thala, you're maintaining a syllable, you're maintaining a tempo, and then you're trying the syllable. So it's a very beautiful art form. So let's learn that. Tha, di, tum, nam. Ta, di, tum, nam. Ta, di, tum, nam. Ta, di, tum, nam. Then we're going to add kita, K-I-T-A, kita. So with the tati tamna, we're going to include this kita. Ta, kita. Di, kita. Dum, kita. Nam, kita. And along with this kita, we're going to include ta-ka. Can you say ta-ka? Ta-ka. Along with kita. Kita, ta-ka. Kita, taka. Kita, taka. Kita, taka. Ta, kita, taka. Di, kita, taka. Dum, kita, taka. Nam, kita, taka. Now multitasking. So we're going to put the tala. Ta, kita, taka. Ta, kita, taka. It's an 8-beat cycle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clap and a turn. And concentrate on that. Focus on that. Ta, kita, taka. Ta, kita, kita, taka. Beautiful. Di, kita, kita, taka. Di, kita, kita, taka. Dum, kita, kita, taka. Dum, kita, kita, taka. Nam, kita, kita, taka. Nam, kita, kita, taka. Ta, kita, di, kita. Dum, kita, nam, kita. Ta, kita, di, kita. Dum, kita, nam, kita. Ta, kita, di, kita. Dum, kita, nam, kita. Kita, 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 taka. Kita, 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 taka. Ta, ti, tum, nam. Ta, ti, tum, nam. So you see that now the focus was coming together. Thank you. So I'm really impressed that you're able to do that. So I want to take a small video of what you are all doing so I can show to another set of people, which I have been taking, like not only in this country, I've been extensively traveling. So it's so good to see that our students are immediately doing it. You see that now the frequency, what was there before you entered on it, and now you're already on another frequency. So you know that all these cars, so-called the super cars or costly cars, like a Peugeot or anything, it doesn't have a manual key. You know that it works with the, what you call the rover. It's just frequency. And it passes off inside and then it locks off. And it has a capability of locking from here, from the US, like completely on the different geography, side of the geography. So you see that frequency, how it works. 98.1 is noise, and then 98.2 comes, and then immediately you're happy for no reason. Immediately it makes you. Why is that? Because the sound has that capability, and the music that which can really make and pass not only on your physical live energy, but also on your subconscious mind. That's why we say that when you listen to the music, it's so amazing. It's the integral part of the system. So Nada Yoga coming here and sharing this one, it's an amazing opportunity for me. So I'm really happy that you could do it. And I thought I could share one of the video before we conclude. And this is one of the piece we did, it's called The Joy. It's one of the track from my father's band who started, it's called Shakti. And very recently, they also had a 50th year of celebration with Ustad Zakir ji and John McLaughlin sir and El Shankar sir and my father. So those piece I try to reincorporate with another friend of mine. So I would like to play that for you. Can you play that video, please? Another. Joy track. Okay, you can type JOY Mahesh Vinayakram. Will straightly JOY Mahesh MAHESH. Cut the one E. You have written double E. Mahesh Vinayakram. That's the result. One. Yeah. I will play this one. I can just. Yeah. இங்கே மினிமம் அத இந்த மோட் அத பக்கத்துல Okay. So, I mean, like you can see that the greatness of the music that it crosses borders. And this is one of my friend, Georg Gratzer, who's in Austria. And the reason why I shared is that the profound grammar of India, and you can see that late 60s or 50s, people used to dress like a Western, and then they say that. So now you can see that the latest trend is that people in US, they try to wear saris and kurtas, and then so that's the happy thing that it's just crossing. And as Yogi ji said that today morning, it was so fantastic to see how profound grammar and the parampara by itself is so profound that it can really there. And so many students are coming across the globe. And we had our oldest school in India, southern India. It's called Shri Jaya Ganesh Talavadya Vidyalaya. Oh, my Adi Guru, my grandfather, my Tata started that school, and out of which my father and many stalwarts has come. And my father is the first South Indian Grammy Award winner. Of course, Rahman sir has he got it on 1990 for a world collaboration for the longest and largest sale in the category of Grammy. So, I mean, just I did the theater in Theatre Cirque du Soleil, the French opera theater. So I had to sing first part of opera, and then the second part I will reveal the Indian avatar. It was a daily show. It's a touring show. So it was 320 shows on 345 days schedule. So daily shows, and Mondays were off. From Thursdays, it was doubles. So to do something same time, same music, it is yogic in nature. So it's sadhana. So if it goes negative, then it becomes depression. So the music is the only line which crosses. So that's, and they also asked me to do another one, but I said I took a long sabbatical to do much more other things. So these are the ones I wanted to really share with you all. And thanks for the brilliant opportunity. Thank you so much. Thank you.
had a curiosity because I saw one recent short clipping from Ponniyin Selvam 1. And I believe there's something from you in the background there.
Yes. It's a very beautiful experience that I worked with Rahman sir. Not only that, I have been doing many session works with Rahman sir. If your time permits, I'll give you 1 minute of that.
Yeah, yeah. I'd love
So
that.
like experience what as such.
It's a very special one. That's why.
Yeah, it was the learning experience whenever I go to sir's academy or session. He's a multi-genius. You know that Rahman sir is not only a musician, he's a engineer by himself. So he knows exactly how the keyboard works. He can take out and then do it. So he called me for the first session, which was not PS1 is the first one. I've already done that. But he called me for Airtel half marathon tune. I sang that first part. So that was an interesting one. The first one I went with all the joy and said, okay, I don't want all the classical traditional. I know you're good on that, but this project doesn't need it. So we need some sounds. Sounds enna pandrathu appadina beatboxing. No, not beatboxing. Just think something out of box, something. Just give me some sounds from your mouth. Sounds from mouth. He always feeds. Like food is there, எல்லாம் வருது, ஆனா தாட் வர மாட்டேங்குது. சாப்பாடு வருது, தோசை வருது, டீ வருது, என்ன வர்றது, வரவே இல்லையே அப்படின்னு பார்த்துட்டே இருக்கேன். அப்புறம் சொன்னா he said, okay, please come there. So he has two options. One pencil mic Neumann is already connected. So இப்ப பாத்தீங்கன்னா இப்ப இந்த டேக் போகும்போது ஆஃப்லைன்ல people will be so relaxed. They'll be singing everything. When you say, okay, ready, 1, 2, 3, and then they get tense and they lose that. So he takes all the offlines also. So he's an engineer. So he takes all the source and he cultivates and அது அவருக்கு என்ன வேணுமோ அதை வச்சு இது பண்ணுவார். So okay, try something. And then சார் எனக்கு தெரியல சார், ஏதாவது சொல்லுங்க. ஓகே, ஏதாவது பேட்டர்ன் சொல்லுங்க. தக்க திப்பி தக்க சொன்னோம், அதே கொஞ்சம் ஹஸ்கியா ட்ரை பண்றீங்களா அப்படின்னு. தக்க திப்பி தக்க சின்னோதா தலாங்க தக்க சின்னோதா தக்க திப்பி சின்னோ தக்க திப்பி சின்னோ தக்க திப்பி சின்னோதா தும் 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 இந்த மாதிரி அப்படியே கிடுன்னு வந்துருது. I said, okay, session is over, your check is ready, gone. நான் நினைச்சேன் எங்க அப்பா கேட்டானா நீ என்ன துப்பிட்டு வந்தாங்க. அப்புறம் பார்த்தேன்னா, so he took the source, he took the samples and he dipped into another software. You know, there is Melodyne software, there are umpty number of software. So he takes the wave and then dip into a Melodyne. அதுல வரும்போது அந்த அந்த இது வந்து 1.5 minute இதுதான் marathonக்கு வந்து there is a small boy is coming and then his father is joining, his teacher, and then the old man is coming. Everybody is running. That's the scene. So he wants an a cappella, everything from the mouth. So he said, ada vision panni our munadi session varumbodhu he takes that. And the good thing is that he calls for session, he takes all that and puts in a very beautiful 1 terabyte box. And whenever the next session comes, Ravan Hindi movie வருது, அதுல அது யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டா அதுக்கு நம்ம கிரெடிட் கொடுத்துருவார். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி PS1ல வந்து ததிங்கனா தும் தக்கடக்கதா சார். இது இஸ் அ ஃபைட் பிட்வீன், இட்ஸ் அ ட்ராமாட்டிக்கல் கம்ஸ் அண்ட் வதம் பண்ற சீனு. அது அப்படி பண்றோம். அந்த மாதிரி இந்த ஃப்ளைல வந்து இந்தோனேஷியால வந்து இந்த பறந்துன்னு ஆடுவா. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரிலாம் பண்றோம். இந்த கெச்சக் அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து இந்த மங்கி சாண்டிங் they used to do. I had also been there. ஸோ அதில் வந்து கோவிலுக்கு போகிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி இந்த செக்டு ஷர்ட் போட்டு சக் 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 இந்த தக்கி டத்தா கத்திமி தக்கி டத்தா கத்தி இந்த கொனக்கோல் சொல்கிற மாதிரி கெச்சக் அப்படின்னு ஒரு ஆர்ட் ஃபார்ம். அது ஸ்பிரிச்சுவல் மியூசிக் அண்ட் அலாங் வித் கேம்லாங் மாதிரி அது பண்ணுவா. அதுதான் பண்ணுறாங்க. ஸோ இட்ஸ் அ ஃபைட். ஸோ இட்ஸ் அ மெலாடிக்கல், இட்ஸ் அ ரிதமிக் ஃபைட். ததிக்கிட்டக்கு தரிங்கனகதா வேவ யூ எஸ்டர்டே கிடத்துக்கு தரி கிடத்துக்கதா ஐ வாஸ் தேர் கிடத்துக்கு இந்த கிடதா கிடத்துக்கு தரி கிடத்துக்கு யோகிதா கிடத்துக்கு தரி கிடத்துக்கு பாண்டிச்சேரி இதும். So it's like you can create a story. So the same way dialogues between that lady and this guy fighting. தும் தக்கிட்ட தக்கும் தக்கிட்ட தக்க தக்க தின ததிங்க ததிங்க நீயானா தும் தக்கிட்ட தக்க ததிக்கிட்ட தக்க நீயானா தும் கிடக்கு தின ததிங்க எனக்கு அப்படின்னு சீன் பில்ட் ஆகி அதுக்கப்புறம் அந்த இது முடியும். ஸோ அதை எடுக்கிறதுக்கு வந்து ஒரு செஷன் கூப்பிட்டா கூட அதுல நிறைய அவரோட அவுட் ஆஃப் பாக்ஸ் திங்கிங் வந்து I was so impressed. And any singer's choice or vision, to sing with. So PS1ல பாடியிருப்போம். அதுல சதஞ்சித முதஞ்சித நிகுஞ்சித பதம் ஜல ஜல ஜலித மஞ்சு கட்டகம். இது கண்ட நட. தும் தக்கிட்ட தக்க தக்கிட்ட தக்க தக்கிட்ட தக்க தக்கிட்ட தக்கிட்ட தக்க தக்கிட்ட தா. இது கண்டம். ஒரு தட்டுக்கு 5. தக்க திம்மி தக்க திம்மி தக்க திம்மி தக்க திம்மி சதுசுரம். தக்கிட்ட தக்கிட்ட அதெல்லாம் இருக்கு இல்லையா? இப்ப இதுக்கு நடுவுல வந்து ஒரு மீட்டர் வரும். த கீட்ட த கீட்ட த கீட்ட த கீட் சத்தஞ்சித முத்தஞ்சித நிகுஞ்சித பதம் ஜல ஜலஞ்சலித மஞ்சு கட்டாத்தம் ஹே 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 அப்படின்னு ஒரு டிஃபரெண்ட் பீட் கொடுத்தாரு. So it was a different dimension to that. So it was neither 5, 4. சத்தஞ்சித முத்தஞ்சித நிகுஞ்சித பதம் ஜல ஜல ஜலித மஞ்சு கட்டாக்கம் ஹே பதஞ்சலி திருக்கஞ்சன மனஞ்சன பல்சஞ்சன பதம் ஜனன பஞ்சன கரம் கதம்பரு சிம்மம் பரம சம்பரம மம்புத கதம்பக வீடம்பக கணம் சிதம்புதி மணிம்புத ஹிருதம்புஜ ரவிம்பர சிதம்பர நடம் புரிதி பஜா ஹே ஹே அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு அந்த சவுண்ட்ஸ் மட்டும் இல்லாம அதுக்கு வந்து டாய்கோ ட்ரம்ஸ், ஸோ ஜாப்பனீஸ் டாக்கியோ ட்ரம்ஸ். அதுல தவிர வந்து ஒரு வாட்டியும் ஒரு புதுமை பார்ப்பேன். ஏதாவது ஒரு செஷன் ஐ ஹவ் டன் மெனி செஷன்ஸ். ஸ்லம்டாக் மில்லியனர்ஸ்ல இந்த செஷன்ல ஒரு ஃபிளைட் பறக்கிற போது கொனக்கோல் நான் சொல்லியிருக்கேன். அப்புறம் ராவன் ஹிந்தி படம். ஸோ ஒரு வாட்டி வரும்போது ஹி யூஸ் டு சே ஏதாவது ஒரு ட்ரெடிஷ்னல் மியூசிக் ட்ரெடிஷ்னல் இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்ட் இருந்தா கொண்டு வாங்க அப்படின்ற. ஐ யூஸ் டு டிராவல் வித் ஸோ மச் இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்ட். மை ஃபாரின் போனேன்னா ஏதாவது ஒரு இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்ட் வாங்கிடுவேன். ஒரு ஓல்டு ரெக்கார்டா ஏதாவது. இது ரெண்டும் எனக்கு நான் ஏதாவது ஒரு இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்ட் வாங்கிடுவேன். எஸ் எஸ் ஐ டிராவல் வித் தட். அப்போ ஒன்று காமிச்சார் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் போகும்போது, கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு 15-16 இயர்ஸ் பிஃபோர். அப்பதான் ஒரு கீபோர்டு வச்சிருந்தாரு. கீபோர்டு யூஸ்வலா பிளாக் ஒயிட் பார்த்துருப்போம். இது கமக்கம் வரக்கூடிய கீபோர்டு. ஸ்டக்கட்டோ தானே கீபோர்ட். அப்படிதான் வரும். இப்ப இவர் வந்து அப்படின்னு மிடி கீபோர்ட். பட் பிளெயினா இருந்தது. இது என்ன சார், இது ஒரு கீபோர்ட் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வாட்டி சொன்னார். அடுத்த வாட்டி கோச்சடையான் செஷன் போயிருந்தோம். அப்போ வந்து he showed me a drum. It was like a silicon plastic box மாதிரி இருந்தது. அதில் வாட்சோன்னா கிட்டார் சவுண்ட் வரும், அது சவுண்ட் வரும், என்னென்னமோ. இட்ஸ் மிடி அட்டாச்டு. அப்புறம் இப்போ லேட்டஸ்டாக போகும்போது தான் அது இது காமிச்சார். 2 ரிங்கு மாதிரி ஒரு ரிங்கு வச்சிருக்காரு. ஸோ he shows like this. It goes octaves. இது ஆக்மெண்டட் ரியாலிட்டியில் தயாரிச்ச ஒரு 2 அதுலேருந்து மியூசிக். ஸோ நம்ம கச்சேரியில் எப்படி நீங்க போனீங்கன்னா ஒரு பெரிய டோன் அதுக்கேற்ற மாதிரி மாத்திக்கும். He does wonder. So working with him is a special. இங்க நம்மலாம் தூங்கும்போது அவர் கடை ஓபன் பண்ணுவார். Because all his clients are all American orientedல. ஸோ இங்க எல்லாம் முடிஞ்ச உடனே அவன் ஆஃபீஸ் ஓப்பனா. ஸோ அவரோட கச்சேரி எல்லாமே வந்து 10 மணிக்கு அப்புறம் தான் he call us. So that's a great experience.
அந்த சாண்ட் வந்து ட்ரெடிஷனல் சாண்ட் தானே அது ஆக்சுவலா.
இட்ஸ் சம்பு நடத்துல வந்து
பதஞ்சலி அப்படியெல்லாம் அந்த
ஆமா
சிவனுடைய நடனத்தை சொல்ற மாதிரி அது. It was very beautiful. I remember the first time I saw it, and then I saw that you had done an interview about that also. And then
எங்க அப்பாவோட அவர் கேட்ட ரீசனே, அப்பா எப்போதும் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கச்சேரியில பண்ணுவாரு, அது எனக்கு வேணும் அப்படின்னு சொன்னார். அதுதான் அதோட ரீசனே. So we used to do சம்பு நடனம் on the concert.
Okay.
My father used to do. நாங்க எல்லாம் சேர்ந்து வரும்போது சம்பு நடனம் அந்த தான் பண்ணுவோம். அதுக்கு பேர் சம்பு நடனம்.
First I had heard it, I believe, in one of the rhythmic things where your father says and then the brothers and all. Even
Zakir ji said charanam 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 da used to that. அதுக்கு அப்பாவோட கம்போசிஷன் அது. அத கோட் பண்ணி தான் சொன்னார். இந்த ஸ்லோகத்துல அப்பா used to do that. Give me that shloka, but in my own style I will do it.
A very, very amazing session. And I think definitely this has been a session that will give you multi-dimensional perspective, because, I think one of the most important aspects as a musician is to think out of the box, or rather have no box. Because, as you pointed out, the left brain is filled with boxes. Right brain is no box. And music is no box.
Yeah, we have to unbox that.
You have to unbox it, unpack it, and let it flow. And you would have seen how all those different patterns came into being. And I think your way of teaching the Kodnakol and the Jadi was such a simple way. And again, I'm reminded of Albert Einstein, who said, if you know something well, you'll be able to teach a small kid well. And I think you understand it within your blood. அது வந்து ஏன்னா, as you said, from your grandfather's time. And I believe actually K.M. Vaidyanathan sir was
Yes.
also
Yeah, he's a
disciple.
disciple of my
and அவர்தான் எனக்கு
Tata,
first
my-
மிருதங்க வாத்தியார்.
and also my
Okay.
father's teacher.
Okay, அப்படி
So later years after my
when he was in Pondicherry
Tata
and
passed away.
started with him.
Yes,
That's how Rajesh Vaidya and I, we grew up playing together.
beautiful.
So it goes back.
He's my cousin.
Yes,
We're all
it's all one big
in the
circle
music
there.
family.
Something very, very special. And when we planned this event, I think it was a divine grace that said you have to contact Mahesh Vinayakram and ask him, and to have him here today and with people who understand it. Our own registrar, Professor Srinivasan sir,
I mean,
is a
yeah, of course.
musician. He has more than 1,000 compositions.
Yes.
அவரே வந்து, and this morning gave again spontaneous on the spot. இப்ப பாட சொன்னா அவனை பாடிடுவாரு. நீங்க பண்ணா நல்லா இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். He will really appreciate.
Yes,
கொன்னக்கோல்,
please, please.
மிருதங்கம், கஞ்சிரா, மொகல் சிங் வந்து அற்புதம். இவங்க பையனும் வந்து டாக்டர். எங்க கிருஷ்ணமூர்த்தி சார் கிட்ட மிருதங்க வாசிச்சார். திருவாரூர் கிருஷ்ணமூர்த்தி சார். ஏன்னா வைத்தியநாதன் சார் பாண்டிச்சேரி விட்டு போன அப்புறம் ஐ ஜாயின் வித் ARK சார்.
Very good. Please.
Thank you, Ananda sir. Yeah, I think it's very difficult actually to compliment Mahesh Vinayakramji, because actually it's the scion of such a great family. Wonderful. The great giants now were all trained by Hariharas mother in the Jai Ganesh Vidyalaya. Karaguri Mani sir himself,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yes.
And then Subhash Chandran sir is
My
Chittappa,
uncle, yeah.
is the father of Konnakol. And in all humility, I have to say, I had the glorious opportunity of teaming up with him and played for a mandolin concert. I played on Morsing along with Subhash. Kanchi Kamakoti.
Beautiful.
This apart, I just thought, what will be a novel way of complimenting me? I am not a great giant, but still I thought I should do something actually with percussion. So let me try. Takita taka dinna taka takita tatik zanutam tak zanutam tatam. Takita taka dinna taka takita tatik zanutam zanutam takdam. Takita taka janna taka takita tatik zanutam zanutam. Mahesh Vina Yaga Ra J.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Classic,
Thank you.
classic. I'd like to take this opportunity. I request Bhuvana, can we have the certificate and memento? I'd request our registrar, sir, Srinivasan sir. He is actually a biochemist,
Wow.
but and he has been one of the pillars of strength here for the music therapy, yoga therapy. That right from the beginning, he, along with Professor Shiva Prakash, who will be joining us, head of psychiatry, they have kept the flame going. And first, I remember in 2009, I was working in Jipmer when Srinivasan sir came, because his son is my student in yoga.
Wow.
And was a world champion, international champion. So he came to Jipmer, and I remember him saying, we want to start a yoga therapy center. And then the rest of it is history. And Meena came here, and then Dr. Sumati Sundar from Chennai School of Music Therapy. And then, it just grown so beautifully. I request Srinivasan sir to give the memento and certificate of appreciation.
But memento I will give, and it was Ananda sir as director.
One thing which I forgot to say. I'm also creating a paper. I'm also doing a thesis, as I said, I've also done my undergraduation in sociology. And I wanted to create a paper, my subject being the music, and my topic is ragas in relation with nervous system, the biology of a raga. So I do it in Tübingen in Germany. And when I had my first experience, as you know, the Germans, they don't react much with English. So all these countries, they have their own language. So my professor was there and he said, this is the client, they are underprivileged. So they don't have we are active with the sixth sense. So they are under with the five. So the physical body is there, the prana is going on, but the mind, there is no mind. So it was a very beautiful experience for me to react and to have an experience. So she was like 55 years old lady. She comes with a wheelchair, me, the lady, that's all. I don't know anything and she can't understand English. I can't speak German. But music is the only way. I told her with my fifth sense and say that, please, I'm just paying my tribute and I'm going to sing what I know. And this is just a genuine consideration and also attempt of sharing my love through the music. And I give this. And I started singing my Charukeshi Raga. And then she started melting. Thank you. So that was the experience. That's the power of music. You don't need language. So, பாதினைந்தூட்டும் தாயினும் சால பரிந்து நீ பால் நினைந்தூட்டும் தாயினும் சால பரிந்து நீ பாவிய குடினை உருக்கி பால் நினைந்தூட்டும் தாயினும் சால பரிந்து நீ பாவியேனுடைய ஊனினை உருக்கி உள்ளொளி பெருக்கி பால் நினைந்தூட்டும் தாயினும் சால பரிந்து நீ பாவியேனுடைய ஊனினை உருக்கி உள்ளொளி பெருக்கி உழப்பிலா ஆனந்தமாயம் தேனினை சொரிந்து புறம் புறம் திரிந்த என் செல்வமே சிவபெருமானே செல்வமே யான் உனை தொடர்ந்து தொடர்ந்து யாடுனை தொடர்ந்து சிக்கன பிடித்தேன் எங்கெழுந்தருளுவதினியே சிவ சிவா சிவ சிவா சிவ சிவ Thank you.
Devasena Bhavanani to say a few words, and then we'll be going on to the panel discussion today.
Namaste everyone. என்ன சொல்றதுனே தெரியல. அந்த லைவ் வந்து நிஜமா ரொம்ப ரொம்ப நல்லா இருந்தது. அந்த லகிச்சுட்டு நம்ம அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவேன், அந்த மாதிரி இருந்தது. வெரி வெரி ஒன்னஸ். ஜஸ்ட் இட் டேக்ஸ் யூ டு ஜஸ்ட் ஃபர்கெட் யுவர் செல்ஃப், லூஸ் யுவர் செல்ஃப், தட் மெடிடேட்டிவ் ஸ்டேட். அந்த மாதிரி சொல்லலாம், அந்த மாதிரி சொல்லலாம் இல்லை, அப்படி இருக்க வச்சிருது. நிஜமா ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருந்தது. அண்ட் ஜஸ்ட் டு கிவ் யூ, ஐ டோன்ட் நோ த வேர்ட்ஸ், ஐ டோன்ட் ஹேவ் ஆக்சுவலி. அந்த எனர்ஜிக்கு எப்படி சொல்றதுன்னே தெரியல. அதனால அவர் சொன்ன மாதிரி வைத்தியநாத சார் கிட்டக்க, அதுக்கப்புறம் அவ கண்டினியூ பண்ண கிருஷ்ணமூர்த்தி, திருவாரூர் கிருஷ்ணமூர்த்தி சார் கிட்டக்க, அந்த மாதிரி பரம்பரையில இருந்துட்டு அதெல்லாம் கேட்டதை அப்படியே அதனுடைய எனர்ஜியை எப்படி நம்ம எந்த அளவுக்கு ஒரு இந்த லெவல்ல கொண்டு போய் நினைக்க முடியும் நம்ம யோகா லெவல்ல அப்படின்ற மாதிரி அந்த அளவுக்கு கொண்டு போச்சு உங்களுடைய நிகழ்ச்சி. ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருந்தது, மனநிறைவா இருந்தது, சந்தோஷமா இருந்தது. தட் ஸ்பஷ்டம் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி ஒரு பூர்ண திருப்தி அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவேன். எப்படி பூர்ண புருஷா, அப்கோர்ஸ் ஐ திங்க் ஆஃப் டாக்டர் அனந்தா பூர்ண புருஷா ஆல்வேஸ். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பூர்ண இதுன்னு நினைக்கிற மாதிரி அந்த அளவுக்கு நீங்க கொண்டு போயிட்டீங்க நிஜமா. பரிபூர்ண, ரியலி பரிபூர்ண. Really, really.
Thank you.
That's really very nice. Sa 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 sangeetam, 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 nada yoga sangeetam, laya yoga sangeetam, nada yoga sangeetam, laya yoga sangeetam, sa 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 sangeetam, sa 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 sangeetam, sa 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 sangeetam, laya yoga sangeetam, Mahesh Vinayaka sangeetam sangeetam, laya yoga sangeetam, Mahesh yoga sangeetam.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We'll have a very short 5-minute break for some tea, and then we'll come back. We have an amazing panel discussion awaiting us. For principal of the Padma Shashad in Pondicherry, who's going to be with us. And we have, of course, Srinivasan sir with us. We'll be awaiting the other panelists. In the back, hiding in the back, other panelists. Chitra.